I'm Victoria Knight, Chair of the Education Committee here at SWMAR, and today I have Ann, who is our Vice Chair.
We have a lot of questions in the field about how to measure.
So for today, we're going to talk about the traditional style two-story home. And Brandon, I'm going to start off with a question from other agents in the area, and that is, are we measuring from the interior walls or the exterior siding of the upper level?
If you have access to the exterior of the home, measure the exterior of the home. For this floor plan here, you can clearly see that we have a nice clean area from corner to corner that will cover the second level on the width and also on the side. Okay? So you can see on all three of these photos, on all the different dimensions, we have nice clean lines that we can measure the exterior of the second level.
So here we have the first floor plan of this two-story home. Are there any major concerns when measuring this home?
I wouldn't say major, but one area that we need to consider is per ANSI guidelines. For instance, the fireplace. I know this is a double-sided fireplace with entrance to the family room, but also a second one to the rear porch. For ANSI standards, appraisers, we do not measure the exterior fireplace. If the fireplace is located on the interior of the home, it's included in the square footage. If it's on the outside, we do not. So when you are measuring and verifying your information from the outside, know that when you are measuring right through here, this needs to be a straight line, not bumping out. Now, if that gets added in, it's not the hill we're going to die on because it is a minimal square footage, but we want to, again, make sure that we're being accurate and representative of the rules that we need to abide by.
So here we are on the second level, and I do have another question to ask you. When dealing with a two-story foyer or a vaulted living room, how do we correctly deduct the open air space from the second floor?
This is where we have to, go back to our math lessons from when we were kids in school. Again, we want to calculate the entire square footage of the second level. So corner to corner, corner to corner. As we discussed from the outside, we have nice clean lines when measuring this style of house. Again, we're not going to include that second level fireplace. This floor plan, as you notice, has this open area to below. So you have the staircase that comes up, and then you have this open area that you can see all the way down to the foyer. This area, if there's no floor, there's no square footage. So we would go from corner to corner, corner to corner. So you have length times width, and we would subtract those dimensions from the total square footage.
Now that we are in the basement of this property, how do we consider the measurements for this area?
As appraisers, we need two dimensions. We need the first dimension of the total square footage of the basement. The second dimension that we need is the finished area of that basement. So total square footage and total finished square footage. That way we can make sure we're making our proper adjustments accordingly. As you're looking at this basement, okay, there are some kick-ins and kick-outs that deviate a little bit from the main level. We're going to have to do some measuring on those. So you can see here the staircase and comes around. Now, again, we're going to take the path of least resistance when measuring finished square footage and unfinished square footage. With all these bump-ins and bump-outs, and then seeing you have your mechanical room down here, and then your large unfinished space over here, the least resistance for me would be the unfinished area to measure. Again, length times the width of the furnace room mechanical area, and then you can break this unfinished area into two rectangles or large square. This area right here, and then this other area up here. Add that, this, and that. Add those three square footages together. That's your unfinished area. You then take that minus the total, and the remainder is your finished square footage. Again, that's what you would report on your MLS listing sheet.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
At the end of the day, accuracy matters when measuring square footage for your properties. If there's ever any question, you can always check with the ANSI standards or give one of your local appraisers a call. We'd be more than happy to assist.
Thank you for watching, and for more resources, check out the SWMAR YouTube page.